What's up, everybody? Oh. No, it's not gonna go 15. No, I'll just turn that on like a couple minutes before. Like while I'm doing my last like sound checks and stuff in the background. But that way, because I figure too, like a lot of times people are like, oh, it didn't like tell me right away that it went live. What's up, Beast? And so this kind of gives like a little bit like a 1 or 2 minute warm up or whatever. But if you see that start, then I'm at my computer because I actually have to manually start that. I'm not sophisticated enough to know how to do that automatically. Oh yeah, we're doing Palace birthday in 2 days away. Hell to the yes. Happy early birthday, my friend. What are we doing today, Kuro? Today we're doing the Palace, and I need to get to at least 50% because I need the weapon. Because I need this for Astrolab. Well, I don't need it, but like I want it for Astrolab for the right-hand side on the Wonder DPS. And so that, my friend, is what we're doing today. Just hit 500 place for SOS. Hell yeah. Oh, you know what? I actually want to see. Hold on. I want to see where I'm at on SOS. I have no idea where I left off. Where am I? This one. All right, did your dailies? Heck yeah. 603. Oh, I'm gonna have to do SOS again. I like trying to be in the C3 rank. How many days do we have left? 3 days? Okay, so I won't do that yet. What do I need to do better on? 21 mil. 38 mil on that side. Huh. Where do I think I can do better? Yeah, the Palace is pretty straightforward on this one. What's up with the level 43? Well, I'm 43 years old. So that I wanted to make it more like an RPG pixelated kind of a thing. And I didn't have a cooler idea than just to do that for the level. So there you go. I'm not a, now you know exactly how old I am, which means that when you see it go to level 44, you know that I had a birthday. Let's see. What are people doing in this? Stupid amounts. These people are got to be like A6s. Let's go down like a lot because I am not that high up. All right, so if we look at 99, 172, Jesus. Oh, look at this. They're using Fleuret. People bitch about not having the new character, but a lot of people using Fleuret. So if I want to be top, I don't know, 200 on this, I would need 80. God, that is a lot. I'll have to redo these teams. Not thrilled about that. Oh well. Oh, what am I missing? Futaba side A, Rico side B. For one Moors with the twins. That's not a bad idea. Yep, I'm a older man. I'm not old, but did I just teleport to the wrong spot? That's weird how I did that. Okay. We are in this section. So first of all, I'll just get this obvious chest. Goal tonight is at least 50% of this palace. Anything hidden? Nope. They should have done like more like really cool secret hidden stuff in this palace. I think that would have been cool. Like hidden walls or, you know, like cool stuff like that. Bear level 82. Yeah, if you see me hit level 82, first of all, hell yeah, because I made it to 82, and then also like to be able to still game at 82, like I would be happy, and to still have an audience at 82, would be happy about that too. So I feel like if I hit level 82, it is a huge set of wins. Tell me if you think differently, but I will take that. 20 is on compared to everyone in your friend group? Jesus. What am I then? Like, I'm a fucking dinosaur. Call me T-Rex. I'm a tank. Yeah, I love tank classes are my favorite classes in like MMO type games. Or any RPG, period. There's actually a pretty cool section in this palace you might like. I've done this palace before, just on KR. I don't necessarily remember every last little thing. Or like, I don't have puzzles memorized, but I stopped actively playing the palaces in KR when Palace 4 came out because I didn't want to spoil it. And then shortly thereafter, I just stopped playing KR, which is why you don't see me do KR content. We're fossils, and CJ's and Z's one of them. Nice. You like being healer support? Nice. Yep. You already have joint problems? Man, I've got to go. So my shoulder, my left shoulder, has been jacked up for 2 months now. About 2 months. And I'm just it's not even stubbornness. It's probably one half lazy. And one half, I don't necessarily care about leaving my house. I'm such a homebody. It's terrible. But in any case, I finally had to set up a physical therapy appointment. And like I was talking to my PT crew and they're like, you haven't been here in 3 years. I'm like, well, first of all, that's a good sign. That means I haven't broken anything in 3 years or messed up anything or thrown a back out or all the dumb shit that you do at my age. But I cannot, as of right now, do you guys know what a pike push-up is? It is impossible for me to be in a pike push-up position because the pain in my left shoulder when I do that position, it feels like it's ripping through the interior of my shoulder. So this will be a fun one. I get to go find out what dumb junk I've done to myself. Because I'm supposed to be training for the Tough Mudder in September. And I am. I'm doing running. Like I run every other day now. But I can't do any of the, I guess, more aggressive body work that I want to do. Like I have a calisthenics gym outside that I built. And like I want to get back to doing like ring work and, you know, like that kind of body type exercise. And I literally can't, like I can't put any pressure onto my shoulder. So yeah, when you say joint pains, I feel it. I feel it. Reason you say A6 Kasumi is in the bag is not only did you get a nice early birthday present. All right, all right. Uber Eats gave you a $100 bonus. Hell yeah. What's up, okay? Dude, that's fantastic. So I'll be the S-Moko to your tank. Hell yeah, Ethan. I think it's why like one of my favorite classes in World of Warcraft back in the day when I used to play that was the Paladin, because you could be a tank or you could be a healer. I used to love that. And then I was a Dark Knight tank for a hot minute. I was also a bear tank, a druid tank. Like I played all the tank classes in that game. I was a warrior tank too as a dwarf. I actually miss Classic WoW. Not enough to go play the Classic WoW servers though. I got too much shit going on. Love S-Moko so much. She's pretty cool to use. I don't love her outfit. I don't like, to be fair, I don't like any of the summer outfits. They just don't feel Persona-y to me. But, she's a cool, like, I like her fireworks that she does. Oh, speaking of, I guess she's actually in my party right now because I'm running a Haru team. And the twins. Best unit in the game. Or units, however you want to say it. How do I find so much time to... So first of all, I don't sleep a lot. That's part of it. Like, if you look at... What day was it? Friday? When that Arknight stream was on early. So I got up at 4 a.m. that day. Probably still didn't make it to bed until almost midnight. Because my foreign exchange student was out with friends. And so, like, his curfew is midnight because that's what the town curfew is. And so I didn't go to bed till... And it was like 11:30. Almost midnight. Because I wanted to kind of make sure he was getting home. And then, believe it or not, I am just incredibly efficient with time. I learned that skill quite some time ago, coming up through corporate America. There's always this joke at work that, like, I can, generally speaking, do pretty much another person's job in a week, in a day. Just because I don't fuck around. Like, if I'm going to do something, I just do it. Like, I start it, I buckle down, I get the shit done. But, like, with the games, and this is part of why I like gacha games, is like, let's look at Raid Shadow Legends. I know people meme on it and people hate it and people bitch about the fact that I play it, whatever. But at the end of the day, I actually like the game. That game is like 99% auto battle. And so I literally just let it auto battle. Can I not jump across that? Like, everything you do, you can't jump that gap. Fucker. But in any case, like, I was auto battling it while doing dishes earlier today. So it's like my level of active thought for it was not that much, if that makes sense. But then there's other times where it's like this, like I'm not done with the palace because, as you can tell, I haven't touched it since last Saturday when I did the last stream. So it's all about just balancing and understanding when to do certain things. And then, like my family time's like family time. I don't mess with that. So, god damn it, Wonder. And so, like, today I took my youngest, he wanted to see the pinball distributor that I get the pinball machines from. And so, like, we were there for a few hours today. And that was just him and I, kicking butt, playing some pinball. Was there anything else in this room I had to think about? I don't think so. So yeah, it is a lot. Like, I'm not going to say it's not a lot, but you can get a lot done, a lot more than you think you can get done when you don't allow yourself to not be focused, for one. Two, I really want it. There's that. Like, I am intrinsically motivated because I've wanted to be a content creator basically my whole life, and I just waited till way too freaking long to start that journey. Oh, what? You suck. Why can't I walk through that door? I'm just gonna go back there anyways, Lufel. You jerk. What? Is that not where you want me to go? Okay. Didn't I just try to go through that door? Was that not just where I was at? I'm going crazy. I'm going absolutely crazy. And then, funnily enough, the other thing I do too is I use AI. We had this whole like Discord debate the other day about art. What I'm talking about is I use it a lot for like programming. I use it a lot for, like, I literally will talk to ChatGPT because I have the paid version of it. And I'll be like, hey, I've got this idea. What do you think? And like, I'll bounce it back, but I've trained it to understand who I am. So like, it's almost like a virtual assistant to me at this point. You want Ezio? Yeah, I've got him. I just got it. Mine is level 50, not level 60 yet. Let me scroll back up and see what I've missed. I'll try and do it for Howler, 8K-ish gems. 0 dotted twins. Yeah. Twins and Mon hit me pretty hard. You like playing tank and hero shooters? Yep, nice. I definitely want more Velvet Room attendants. I don't want to pull some units. Also, why you stopped playing ZZN? ZZN like shifted to hardcore Gunner territory. You have ADHD and autism. So do I. Yeah. See, my thing is I hyper focus. If it doesn't interest me, like you would never get me to start it, like at all. But when I am into something, like I never stop thinking about it. Like content creating never leaves my brain. Pinball never leaves my brain. Like 100% of the time, there is a portion of my brain dedicated to thinking about those things. And there's just nothing I can do about it. It's just how my brain is wired. And it took me until I was a much older adult to realize that about myself. But then like my all three of my kids are neurodiverse or neurodivergent. And I've inherently studied a lot of it. My wife has studied probably 5 times more than I have. But because of that, like I started understanding things about myself, and then I went and got some diagnoses and stuff. So, oh, CJ's in? What's up, CJ? Did I miss him? Yeah, hey, my kids went to bed early, so. Your Enzio is 50 with 2 pink stars. Nice. So the pink stars are ascensions. Yep, you got it. Yeah, the rant about AI, and you know, and to give him a little bit of grace, I'm not sure what the right word is here. Him and I actually chatted in private after that. So I don't ever write somebody off instantly unless, well, I'll take that back. You mess with my wife or you mess with my kids, good luck to your life. Like, I don't fuck with that. But aside from that, like we came to a bit of an understanding in private, which I think is the appropriate thing to do. And, you know, it wasn't a matter of like changing each other's minds. It's just coming to a common understanding of where two people sit in a room. And I think that's what's important is I think a lot of people have a conversation go sideways and they're like, fuck this person, right? It's not who I am. I will attempt to resolve and learn and grow from it. And hopefully that works. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You just move on with life. But I don't want to get this robot yet because I want to go through those rooms. But yes, the initial part of the conversation in Discord was, it was something. It was something. Yeah, hyperfocus ADHD as a content creator, CJ, it's a blessing. You can get through a video really quick when you are like super locked in. Now, unfortunately, I also have some other neurological, I guess technically the disabilities, that can also shift me the other way to where I'm basically mentally paralyzed, but joyously, I have meds for that. So that helps me quite a bit. Oh, I was not listening to what he just said at all. Okay, so we're gonna say Akashi. Nope. Doesn't look right to me. Akashi, don't be obedient. How about mechanical? Okay, sweet. Got that one. You just guess through these puzzles. Kingdom Hearts, always your hyper focus game. Nice. No, and I'm not gonna say like I grew up that way and like I was always that way. A part of it is just getting older, and I don't have to be, like, I've learned that I don't have to be so bothered by opinions anymore or anything like that. But let's take the long way. I appreciate good discourse. And I'm at a stage in life where I don't need to be right. I know that might sound weird, but I care more about learning and evolving than I do about dying on a hill for a particular argument. And so I'm okay to step back and say, you know what, I might be wrong in this situation, or I might be partially ignorant of something because I didn't learn about it or I didn't know about it. And my hope is that people move that way just in life in general. But I do think that for most people, you start getting to that lesson later in life. It's hard to have that lesson at 20 years old, right? You would crash out for no reason. For me, I got the autistic and social anxiety mixture. I can force myself through some social anxiety, so I also have that. Yay, late life diagnoses. It's funny though, because when you do get more diagnoses later in life, like you're like, oh, that makes sense now. Like I get it. But I have a very predictable social battery. And it's funny because like content creating, being on live streams actually charges it up. And I think it's because I don't have to be physically around people. It's that physical part that after a while gets to me, which is funny because I used to dance at clubs. I would dance on stage. I'd have a good old time with that. Oh, what event did I have? But oh, it's this one. But like with family events, like my family's come to understand, not just my immediate family, but like my whole like extended family, that after a certain point of like a family gathering, I'm probably going to disappear. I'm probably not going to be around anymore. And it's not to be rude to them. It's that I just functionally can't be near people after a while. You haven't been on meds for over 2 months now? I've only been doing the meds for... I don't know. Has it been a year now? I'm not sure exactly how long. I was resistant to it for a long time. Didn't want to do it. And then finally decided to go for it. And it's helped tremendously. But that's a big reason too. Like I'm a big believer of being open and talking about mental health, because I think too many people treat it as a taboo. And I know growing up in my family, it would have been considered a taboo, which isn't a good thing. But to what you do for your own needs is quite something. That shadow sounds like they're barely hanging on. Da 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 da. All right. But it's why I don't mind talking about it on stream, even though this is a video game stream and everything else. I would rather. What's the right word? Not like embody is too strong, but you get what I'm trying to get at. Like I'd rather embody it and let people feel good about talking about it than be another like closed door to something important like that. What is this frozen? Yeah, social batteries are tough. I love Just Dance. Can I skip? I don't know what the heck just happened there. Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right, CJ. I mean, I think that it's in people's nature to disagree. It's hard not to want to be right. Yeah, exactly. You know, you're 100% right. It's streaming works because it's my office. My wife does not come in my office, not because she doesn't like me or anything like that, but she likes much more open spaces that aren't as cluttered. And my office is a small arcade. And she is the opposite of like sounds. Like she hates like all the lights and things that come with like the pinball machine or the arcade machines or the computer. And for me, having everything around me like this, stuff that like reminds me of better parts of like my childhood, it's very calming and nurturing to me. And so it feels very safe, right? It's very me. The color scheme is very me. And so because of that, it's like super comforting. It's wicked comforting. Yeah, people definitely stigmatize mental health, unfortunately. Yeah, you got it right. Yeah, if it's my claim space, for sure. And also too, like to me, it represents growth, because I still, like, I will never forget being a single father and not having any money and like trying to feed my child. And to go from that to finishing a college degree, building an entire career, growing in that career, then, starting a new family and everything else that comes with it. And then we went through our trials, we went through our things to grow as a family unit. And then to finally get to a place that I could then refocus on myself again, because in all that time, I would still buy like video games. It's not like I didn't play video games, but I didn't buy the arcade machines. The arcade machines are relatively new in my life. The pinball machine's only a year old. Oh, there's a dude there. And so this entire space to me is you got to live out some of your dream. And so it feels good because I can look at literally anything in this office room except for my work stuff, because that's like obviously work, and say, you know what? I worked this hard for 20 years to get that. And, maybe that's a little bit materialistic, but I'm also okay with that. Like, I worked my ass off for 20 years plus to get that. Let's see. What else am I missing here? For you, don't care if someone thinks you're right or wrong. Their opinions really don't matter, depending on who they are to you. Yeah, no, that's facts, Melissa. That's facts. Let's see. Got some Kingdom Hearts. Hell yeah. What's up, Shark? So some of them are, some of them aren't expensive. And also, I guess expense is relative, right, to one's financial situation. So the first arcade machine I got, so most of mine are arcade 1-ups. So they're not even like the original OG machines. The first one I got on clearance at Walmart for $50. Shit you not. I was walking through Walmart. I called my wife. I'm like, how do you feel about me putting a 3/4 scale pinball machine in the house? Because it's on sale for $50. And then, I think the most expensive one, is my Time Crisis. My Time Crisis I bought brand new, and that was $700. So yes, I would admit that is in a category I would call expensive. The other ones were more like $200 to $300 on sales or whatever else. Like, I didn't necessarily pay full price for all of these. And the really expensive thing, but the big expensive thing took me 10 years to get, is my pinball machine. I mean, it's no secret. You can look this stuff up. My pinball machine was $7,000. So yes, that was hella expensive. How am I not figuring out which way to go? I need to go to my right. Wait. Yeah, I need to go to my right. But that was a very, very long-term dream of mine. And again, worked my ass off to get there. And hopefully we'll be getting another one this year, as a matter of fact. At the end of the year, probably. Yeah, they're not cheap, but it's the same thing you would see in like a bar. Like, it's literally the same kind of machine. But you can literally just go online and look at the price. So there's no point in me being like, I'm not telling you. Like, you can just go look it up. Stern doesn't allow distributors to discount them, so the price you see is always going to be the same price. Like, you'll never be like, oh, it's 25% off. It can't happen. They don't allow it. Oh, you said mentally paralyzed. That's a good term for what I feel like a lot. Yeah, the anxiety piece is what paralyzes me, which is what the meds help with quite tremendously. They're called SSRIs, and what they do is if you think about the gambit of emotions being this big, it tapers it in, so you lose a little bit of the highs. So what used to make me like overly crazy happy, it's tamed down a little bit, but then also the really bad parts are not as bad anymore. So the big thing, like what my doctor works on, is making sure that we keep it balanced so that it doesn't neuter me, right? Because if you do it too strongly, then you basically lose your emotions and you're just like flatlined, like you're just evened out. And that's not the goal of it, right? The goal of it is to take away the part that's really painful, but you can't do that without cutting off some of the top two. And so when I used to have, I haven't had them in a while, and it's largely because of the meds, but what I used to have an issue with is if my anxiety hit too much or if my depression hit too much, I would literally lay on the floor for hours. Like, I when I say it was like paralyzing, like I would lay on the ground and that was like my safe spot and I couldn't get up. So I'll take cutting off a little bit of the high of life to not live in that mode anymore. You guys are getting like deepness with Bear tonight, huh? Learning all sorts of personal stuff about me. But again, I think mental health is important to be able to talk about openly. So I will share mine so others can feel comfortable evaluating themselves. What? Cameraman? You be lying. Starting to feel bad for homeboy over here. Also, having the actual localization is so much better than translations from the KR patch stuff. Uh-oh, it was the reporter girl. She betrayed you. That bish. The deep bear lore. Yeah, it's facts, man. Well, there you go, Beast. I mean, hopefully it helps. Aw, I do feel bad for you. I mean, can't forgive you for the bullshit you did to the teacher, but, you know, I get you. That is hard, Ethan. I understand that too. That is a shame. Dude, this dude is a douche. Kick him in the nuts. I mean, he that's what I mean. Like, he turned to the wrong life, but I feel bad because of these two jackasses over here. Like, his fiance left him for the producer dude because she's obviously trash as well. We are doing well, my friend. How are you doing today? You can tell, like, when What's-His-Face took over the story. Because then they start hinting into, like, more of the big bad and everything. Ever since Shomosa had a full screen chat. Wait, so you're not even watching, like, the game? You're just watching chat? Is that how I take that? Yeah, by the way, people, I am looking at the story, so I am sorry, but if you don't want to see spoilers, like, when you get into these cutscenes, just be careful, okay? Hotly anticipated. You gonna lurk? Yeah, cool, man. Ooh, I can understand. It's not a justification, but I can also understand. I swallowed that too fast. Sorry, I didn't mean to cough into the mic there. Could you imagine if you did understand Japanese, Melissa? I'll tell you when I'm out of the story part, though. We have to stop him. Also, I still think it's bullshit that it's silent protagonist in Persona. Can we please get voice acting? Alright, I'm back out of the cutscene, Melissa. I'm gonna be back to running around the, whatchamacallit. Which way does it want me to go? Can I jump on that? I don't remember. Hold on. Do I need to get these robots done first? We'll come back. We'll come back. Dang, nice robot. Coughing on you? I know, I'm so sorry. Don't you guys have guns? Just shoot it. Pretty much, Melissa. Notice me, senpai. Yeah, the story definitely improved. I still haven't seen the fourth story, and, you know, I'm not intending to until it's out in global, but... Can you open the door, dude? Jeez. Bum, 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 dun, 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 dun. Not bad at all. Yeah, Wonder can be a pain. You can get by some of that with some specific Persona skills. What is it called? Is it Invigorate, maybe? I can't think of the name of them, but there's a couple skills that you can inherit that refill your, not refill, but like give you some SP back each turn. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. All right, so we need to get robot style again. I saw that post, Melissa, on Twitter, and I'm like, she'll appreciate this. So I had to tag you in it. It would be cool if you could replay the story. I wonder if they'll ever add that. I can't remember if they ever mentioned that in any of the dev chats. It would make a lot of sense, though. Get ready, Wonder. Dude's got a big old pipe wrench. And then he turns into what's her face. That's a very weird way to go about it. I almost envy Plaid a little bit because he hasn't played the Palace. Stuck. And so he's gonna get to go through the whole thing as like one cohesive story up until where this patch ends. Palace Expedition's going well. I'll have to check my percentage, but I'm guessing I'm getting close to 50%. Hard mode of the story would be fun. Yeah. Whatever. It's a puzzle. Or not a puzzle, it's a map. I don't need to see that. Okay. Go out, go up, go across. Yeah, how far did we get? Oh, really? Only 38%? I thought for sure it'd be closer to... Okay, I guess we're still going. 12% more if it's tonight's goal. Jonathan! That reminds me of, the heck is it? John Wick. Whenever, the manager sees him and he's just like, Jonathan. I love that movie, by the way. That whole series. I still need to see the ballerina, though. I haven't seen that one yet. Whatever the hell you just said. He wants to save. Okay, so let's do this. Oh, did he catch up? Nice. Dude, yeah, John Wick has ore, that's for sure. Oh, I totally want to play the new Animal Crossing patch with the Switch too. Budgeting, okay. No, I want this one. Nope. Gambling, so it can't be gambling. Gluttony. Oh my god, the fuck. Get off of there. No, get. I want to go up this fucking thing. Nope. Oh my god, this is annoying. Okay, you know what? Let's go up here first. Hold on. Nope. Don't I want to try that one? No, Lufel, shut up. I know. Ooh, Sonic. I do like Sonic. Okay. What do we need? So, can't do gambling wrong. I need to connect 3 things. Oh, wait. He's saying wise decision. Whoops. Never mind. Okay. You know, you just gotta actually read. Gacha rules number 101. You do not read the screen. Video made about your opinions on each 3-hour character made you realize that you can skip Howler. Just don't tell Shauna that. Do not tell Shauna that. She will find me and she will hurt me. And I made her a mod on the server, and so I don't want her quitting on me. I actually like Howler's character and her kit, but it would be a lie if I said that she was a must pull. Yeah, the thing is, like, every time it beeped, I thought it was telling me I was doing it wrong, and I'm like, that seems weird, but nope. That was reading comprehension. Not even reading comprehension. I just was flat out not reading. That's even worse. Favorite franchises, first or third Persona, Sonic, Pokemon. Top 3 franchises. Final Fantasy is in there. That's such a tough. Oh, these. Oh, fine, I'll do this room. What else? That's a really hard one for me because I mean I go back in time too much on that one. And like for me it comes down to eras, because what I would give for an answer from the Super Nintendo era is completely different from what I'd give from the modern era. But then even like things like some of my favorite games aren't even franchises. Like Cyberpunk 2077 is probably a top 5, if not a top 3 game for me, period. But there's no franchise, not yet at least. What's up, easygoing? Yeah, you win every fight with aura alone. Could you imagine if like we had that much aura? A6 Ange. I don't even know what her A6 does off the top of my head. I'd have to go look it up. Do you think 68 crit rate and 200 crit damage good for Frost Gale? It's gonna depend on if you're running her with other crit enablers. Because like if you had Cord and Futaba at their A1s, I would say it's too much crit, and I would shift more into like other stats. All right, make him proactive. 2 thoughts to Link. Hopeful future. Positive living. Ha! Bam, so you read and you get through it. Cyberpunk 2076. Another extra action. Okay, that is a big deal. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember them showing you which buttons to press in the other server. I could just be wrong, but... Or maybe it's just the other puzzles like other people were saying that don't have... The way it has to do like the screen multiple times. Oh, I have to go do brain dude over there. Alright, let's give him good brain. Doesn't look to be in a good shape. They're worn down. Family's important. Parents should be close. Seriously, they actually got rid of some of the puzzles in some of the other palaces. There was a couple, which I'm glad they got rid of a couple of them because they weren't even hard, they were just annoying. What are some other favorite franchises of mine? Castlevania. Definitely like Castlevania, especially when they switch it to Metroidvania style. Like Symphony of the Night's one of my favorite games of all time. What else? What else? What else would be in there? I do give good brain. I can't validate this because I haven't played it, but I've heard that the Fourth Palace is a step up. But I haven't played it to know for sure. Which is a really good franchise, I'll give you that. I mean, Persona's up there. I'm intentionally not choosing Persona, though. God, what are other really good gaming franchises I love? Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem's way up there for me. So dirty. It's Bear After Dark. You know how we roll. I will say Final Fantasy is probably my #1 franchise. Not my favorite video game, but #1 franchise. Final Fantasy 14 is fantastic. I haven't played it with the new expansion, but I played up until then. Let's throw caution to the wind. Paper Mario was fun. Yeah. I didn't play the remake, but... Wait, can I not? I have to do this in order? That's stupid. But I played like the original when it first came out back in the day. Super Mario RPG was hella fun too. Another one I didn't do the remake for. I really liked, I wouldn't put this in like my top 10, but I really liked the Donkey Kong Country franchise. That was a really good one. Especially the original ones on Super Nintendo, like those were brutal. God, man, I really hope they get rid of the 6-month jail. Wouldn't it be nice if like they surprised us with that with Howler? I'm trying to think of like what else if they announced a sequel like tomorrow, like at a Nintendo Direct or something like that. Like what would get me super excited? Because there's not that many like stop the presses, have to buy this now franchises for me. Like I said, for Final Fantasy, I'll always get every new mainline game. Fire Emblem, I'll always get every new mainline game. I never played Red Dead Redemption. I know I've heard of it being great, but I'm not into Westerns at all. Like it does nothing for me. Yes, it's 10:20 for me. So yeah, the reroll for Arknights, just to shift for a second here. I don't know how fast it can be. So there's a couple things to know. And I don't know it's enough for me to make a full video on it. But one is the first kind of tutorial segments of the game, it's like an hour. So granted, you can skip through a lot of it, but I still don't think it would be any faster than 20 minutes. And then the standard banner, not the standard, the beginner banner, where you're guaranteed a 6-star, you get those over time. So there's certain like key parts of the story, and I'm not going to give away spoilers, where when you beat like chapter whatever, then you get like 10 more tickets. And so you're not going to be able to get through that quickly. It just is what it is. So if you're re-rolling, what you're really re-rolling for is the first time the limited opens, and you'll have in your mail a certain amount of tickets they're going to give to you, plus 5 for that one. That's what you'd be re-rolling into. I don't know that it's going to be quick. And as far as I can tell, they tie everything to your email, so you'd have to salt a lot of emails probably. It doesn't seem to have like a typical reset where it's like, oh, wipe my data kind of a thing. This might be a spoiler, so be careful. This might be where you want to turn your eyes, Melissa. Yeah, just keep in mind, Winvast is limited anyways, so she is not someone who will ever go to standard. He's looking rather psycho. Super spoilers, people. Damn. I can't commentate because I don't want to spoil it in that way. You're probably okay to look again, Melissa. So 5 to 10 and a 15 to 20. Okay. I just can't wait to I have to download on 3 different devices. I have my PC, PS5, and then my phone. Although I will absolutely not play it on my phone unless I get like a new controller for it, because that game is not going to work with phone controls. I'm going to tell you that right now. It will function, it will suck. So Howler's next. She's our next character. Other than that, if I have a video. My last video was on the 3.0 units, so if you want to check that one out, Exuvia, it'll go through all the 3.0 units. I'm gonna shill out my own videos, unapologetically. Yeah, it's honestly copium at this point, my friend. I'm the same way though. Like every single limited character, I'm like, please God, just tell us it's over. Ren, Matoya, Akechi, okay. Oh, Akechi. He needs like the biggest rework of all time.
私たちが今歩いている異世界、まさにフィクションの世界だったわけじゃない。それは喋るフクロウとかフードお化けもいる。おい、
A hooded owl ghost.
事実だけを私たちが知らない光景をワンダーはしかもそれが最悪の回避につながって。今の時点で
And then Turbo, yeah. I'm looking forward to Turbo. I mean, she's a ways away. We got months. But I am looking forward to her. Twins are amazing. They are, for global, and I get that this might be different for the other servers because of all the power creep, but for global, frankly, they're one of the strongest units in the game. Especially at A1 or A2. Maybe a little bit less so at A0, but they're just too versatile. And their buffing side, which is why their A2 is so strong, their buffing side is fantastic. Yeah, Luce is going to be fun. Yeah, Poke, I'm with Slicklick on this one. I would say that she is effectively a limited character. She just sits in her and Winvast sit in way too many teams. Yeah, fair beast. Fair. Is the Twins banner gone? I haven't looked at the banners. I can check once we're done with the missions tonight. Yes, we're gonna continue investigating. We gotta get to 50%, dude. What the hell are you talking about? Where are we at? 42. Yeah, we're not even close to being done. Dude, where are you going now? So first of all, we need to go back. Where the heck was it? Power plant, control center? Yes, this is where we need to go back to. There was a room I was looking at before. This one. We didn't go upstairs. Ends in 4 days. Okay, thank you. Alright, we need to get all the goodies. Because that goal tonight is 50% or more. Just not less. Oh, screw you, dude. I'll punch you in the dick. Alright, so... Obviously, Robot Boy's gotta go somewhere. Twins end, Enfield begins. That's exactly how it goes. Guess you're going this way? What else can I do with this guy? He can't go through that yet. Can't go upstairs. Okay. Attempt to reroll a second account. Oh, that's dedication. I'm too lazy for that. Break that. Why are you blinking? Are you just a useless security thing? Yep, pretty much. What's up, Rip? Oh, guys, I need to remember. I got to get this. So check this out. I made two things. So I'm going to give you guys the first one. You guys ready? This better work. There it goes. What do you think about that? That's the first one. I'll do the other one here in a minute. I was messing around this week with playing with some animations. Ooh. Oh, okay, so he needs to be right up by the red. That shit gets annoying. You come over here. Okay. And now you can go talk to the dude about the thing. Where's the guy with the brain? Oh, not that way. Who's in here? Here we go. I still have the this member notification right here because this one's too cool for me to change right now. Like, tell me that one's not sweet. Yeah, you know what though? I was thinking about that, Melissa, because I mean, I'll probably stream for a good 8 hours on the 22nd, roughly. And so at some point I'm gonna have to stand up and like maybe get food or whatever else. Oh god, no. Monitoring is non-existent. Okay. Give chip. Well, clearly not. Is there going to be a podcast tomorrow? Most likely. I'm not 100%. Platt was saying earlier today that he might have to do something with his dad. Dude, get off of me. So I'm not 100%. It's looking likely, but I don't know just yet. No regrets pulling the twins? Yeah. Pulling all the buffers, debuffers coming up. Well, that's always the way to go for sure. All right, let's give you energy back. I gotta bring the other robot back. Oh, I can just do it right here. Or not. That's a whole different robot. Damn it. Okay, you go there. Why do you have energy on? If you have energy on, then you obviously need to give it to somebody. But why? Can we just have you sit right there for a minute? All right, you guys ready for the other one? Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I made that. It's all sparkly. I was having fun in Canva and DaVinci Resolve this weekend, if you can't tell. Or this week, not weekend. Let's get this. Yeah, I've been wanting to step up the stream quality. For one, it's just fun. Like, I enjoy doing stuff like this. It like really touches that creative side of my body. I was gonna say creative bone. Well, now I'm gonna say it anyways. I was gonna say creative bone in my body, but I don't want anyone to take that as the bear after dark, as I always do. Okay, so I've got a feeling these robots are gonna need to be brought over there somehow. Let's put these guys where I can get their stuff. And then the other reason is from a sponsor perspective, like I'm trying to get sponsors for streams. And I thought about it. I'm like, oh, well, if I want to sponsor for a stream, if I can showcase the way in which I would present their, like their brand, I think that gives me a step up. And so part of my doing that was toying with, oh my God, that's go Wonder go. Was toying with that whole concept of, oh yeah, see, I knew there'd be something like that. Can I fight you? To be like, hey, look, I can do these kinds of different things to represent your brand. Plan to pull every single character starting with Violet. It's going to be 4.0 is going to be rough. Guy in chair, that'd be fun. A1 is better than pulling for Turbo. I know it's good. I would say Turbo. Oh, you suck. Really? Like, put something on the ground so I know how far I need to move that guy. That's... You bastard. Shit, I lost my train of thought now. I would say more characters over A1s. I would, if I had to pick between an A1 twins or an A0 twin and an A0 turbo, I would go with the turbo, personally. Because you're giving more to your kit. And what turbo does is she really pushes penetration as a stat, amongst others. Like, I think she does attack and a couple other things. And with her kit, she basically gives herself an extra turn, and then she can double buff in that turn. And at her A1, you basically do that every other turn. A fucking thing. That just pisses me off. Well, I need, like, when you act on stage, like, give me, like, the little X stage marks. Okay, do I need to go just back, like, an inch or two? Can I go, like, right here? Be in the right... No. You fucking bastard. I'm, like, losing my patience with those damn robots. It better be in the right spot. Thank you. Was that so hard, robot? I like how we're doing all this stuff and the guys down there don't even notice us. Did I go in there? Okay. Woosah. I know, right? It's going to be like some like Wolverine shit going on. Alright, you're going to have to go somewhere. The where, I don't know. Where's your control thing? It's got to be here somewhere. Is it upstairs? Here's, like... I don't want to be a jerk from a developer standpoint, but, like, this is why I sit back and I'm like, did you test it? Like, did you actually play this part of the game? Because clearly you missed something. Like, nobody could have played this and been like, this is so fun. Okay, there's another one over here. Got it. Like, who in their right mind did all this and were like, this was the best gameplay experience I could have come up with in my career? Am I going to need to pull this back out? Nope. Okay, you can't do it that way. Am I going to have to... Oh, I think I already know. He's going to have to get the purple stuff from the other guy again, huh? Oh, no, there's a guy right there. Thank God. I thought I was going to have to transfer it again from the other side. Go talk to this dude. Let's get ourselves some treasure. Live to work, live to work. No, dude. Okay, life. No. Get that stuff out of there. Oh my God. No. No, it doesn't. I want to get that up there. Thank you. Enthusiastic about your ideals? No. Oh my. I just don't like the way this one controls. Like, no, I want to go this way. I want to go this way. You suck. Thank you. Okay. Can I come down here? Thank you. My God, like the controls on this. I don't mind the thought part of it. it's the control part of it that is wearing thin on my patience right now. I mean, like, I do like that they are trying to make these feel more like the puzzles from, you know, obviously other Persona games. Just make the mechanic feel better, I guess, is what I want. I gotta take my headphones off. Oh, it's getting hot in here. It's getting hot in here. Move over, wire. Don't want to kick my computer. Okay, let's go over here and get these rooms done. I think I'm about done with this section, though. Yeah, it's really just the controls. That and just like the puzzle one where you have to match the lights to the screen. Like, that one's just dumb. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it. It's dumb. It's not like a clever puzzle at all. At least in my opinion. If you like it, you know, I'm not knocking what you like. That's not the point, at least. But in the grand scheme of things, this game is very, I would say, kind to your time. Like, your dailies take 5 minutes, roughly. And then, more or less once a week or so, you're going to do a guild boss and SOS. It might take you a little bit longer. And now we have Astrolab, which on a weekly basis, okay, maybe you spend, let's just be generous and say an hour on it. Oh, okay, fine, Melissa, because actually I'm getting hot. And you get to see the cool shirt that I told you guys about. So check out the shirt. Let's see if I can get it in frame. Right there. Oh, and you guys like my pajamas? I'm totally rocking pajamas. Can you see them? Shh. Oh, let's do some Karate Kid crane kicks over here. I wore this shirt today to my niece's birthday this morning, and my super liberal in-laws were there. I start trouble wherever I go. I'm terrible. Okay, is that this whole room? Let's see. Progress, or can I just do it this way? Central Plaza 81. What am I missing? What is, oh, is it one of these doors? What does it consider Central Plaza? So one of them is saying it's like they didn't listen at all, and the other one is saying same bro, and it's George Washington and Jesus. So I'm sorry, you might have just gotten offended by my inappropriateness, but oh, okay, it's up here. I need to go. So there's got to be another robot terminal for that, I'm assuming. Where is it a different terminal, or do I need to go up? That's how I went up there last time. That's over there. That's for those things. Is it this one? Does this have like we can switch it? Your phone died again? I'm sorry. Okay, I can switch it. That's what it is. Can you? Thank you. This way. Thanks, little homie. All right, more tickets, more tickets that I will never use apparently. Because by the like they've really, I hate how much they've diminished those. All right, now it's 100%. Okay, so where do we want to go next? Lower control. Go out to the right. Might as well. Oh, no, you can't because it's a one-way. Bastard. Okay, so suppose we go this way. We'll just wrap it this way. Get that. What got you into Persona? So what's his face? Greg Miller, when he was, I think, with IGN still, he had a review for Persona 4 Golden on the PS Vita, and he sold me so well on it that I had to buy a Vita. I didn't have one, just for that game. And I don't regret that at all. But that is what got me started in Persona. Been a fan ever since. Ever since. Yeah, those stairs are cool. I agree. Did any of you all play Genshin? I've seen it a lot. On several occasions I wanted to play it and I just never got around to it. So no, I have not personally played it. What did I not figure out? Other side? I don't know what I missed. Because that other room said 100%. Oh, this crap. Okay. There's the terminal. I probably got to go turn the lights out from upstairs. Because why wouldn't you? It was on PlayStation Hits. Hey, that's a fair reason. Oh, cool. This is how I get it turned off. Turn that off. There's one over there. Any other ones up here? Any other red? Nope. Alright, you come talk to homeboy. Let's rewire his brain. Oh, addicted to gambling. Okay. Gambling. Responsibility is important. Guess I'm sure about that. Time is important. No. Gambling is unimportant. What? Okay, is there anyone else I need? Yeah, I need to go talk to that dude. Okay. I'm trying to complete a circuit, dude. Oh, I just randomly guessed that first one. I thought I was in control of Harvard for a second there. Now let's get the treasure. And then we will do the puzzle. What do we got? Red. 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 So fun. Red, red, red. And then it's gonna flip, because why wouldn't it? No, don't press the button, dude. Just walk. Appreciate openness talking about mental health. Yeah, of course. Is that robot legitimately going to block the terminal? Get out of the way, robot dude. Get out of the way, robot dude. Sweet. All right, that's done. Okay, now we gotta go upstairs. Because I can see the door. This way. Just got TS after fully explain a region. Just want to level up my characters. Oh, you're talking about HSR? What's the right way to go here? Oh god, this is huge. That's what she said. Let's go up and then to the right. Get that done first, because it seems to be like the more out of the way place. All I know is I am super hyped to get back into Arknight in a few days. So not that one, so it must be up here. More robots. What am I missing? Robot box. I feel like I must have walked past something. That's to get the brain thing. That's to get the robots. Where is... Can the robot... The robot can't go downstairs, can he? I definitely feel like I'm missing something. Oh, he doesn't even have any juice. You don't go down... Oh, you do go downstairs. Well, look at you, buddy. Look at you. You're fancy. You press that button for me? Thanks, dude. You're the robot who could. Alright, so then if I take you through here, were you supposed to do something in here? Is there a brain, dude? Robot, you stay with me. You're one of the real ones. No? Is that really it? Okay, well that was easy. Talked about you and your wife being so different with the room preferences. How do you manage trying to figure out the best to help your artistic partner? So she more has to work like around me. I don't mean that like I'm asking her to or anything like that. It's just that I have, I guess, more of the neurodivergency. And so, bless her, she has studied so much in regards to neurodiversity. And look, I can be a very frustrating person sometimes. It comes down to just it comes down to just a crap ton of patience, honestly, and being willing to you're not trying to change somebody. You're trying to understand how to work within their parameters, because you can't change their parameters. And like we have some family members who I'm going to say are less understanding. They're not mean, they're not rude, but like they'll say things like, "Oh, well, you know, they'll grow out of it." Like they'll talk about our kids. They'll grow out of it, or this, that, and the other. They'll you know, if they do this thing, it's almost like conversion therapy. And it's like, well, no, because when you actually study it and like have studied as long as we have, you don't outgrow it. Like it's the actual neural connections in your brain are wired differently than what is considered the social norm. And so when you stop trying to change the person or change the setting or change the way of being, you start realizing that it's more about the accommodations and understanding what that person needs to be successful. I need to sometimes be left alone. Like there are times when my social battery is 100% drained and I do not want to talk to people. And it just is what it is. And like you have to accept that. And there's other times when, I don't know, for example, my youngest son, he doesn't have 40 years of figuring out his emotions. And so some of his, is it a nut? Oh, fuck, I hate this puzzle. He can't as quickly rationalize his emotions as others. And there's a patience element there, right? And you don't say, oh, you can't act like that because of it's wrong or something like that. It's not wrong. It's the way his brain works. And you have to come to terms with that and then understand how to work within that frame of mind, right? And it's not easy. Like, I'll tell you, having 3 neurodiverse children, and it's not like each of them is the same. Each of them is different in their neurodiversity. And so, like, you come to appreciate how each person functions. And my wife does that for me, right? So and like, again, I know I get frustrating to her sometimes, but I think that's the beauty of it, is the willingness to work together on that. And, you know, she has her quirks too. Like, it's not like she doesn't have some things, but, again, it's, I don't want her to change. I want to understand how I can be the best partner for her. I don't know. Does that make any bit of sense? What's up, David? Good night, Vago. Gonna stay up more to help you, partner. Yeah, there's a lot of books you can read on the subject. It's hard to recommend one specific one because, I mean, there's a reason it's a spectrum, right? Like, there's so much that's going on. But what has helped, I guess, me is, first of all, reading some of the more medical-based ones that go into the actual science and chemistry of how the brain is wired and what can and cannot be effective. And then you read, like, there's a lot of kind of more psychologically driven books that are done by like neuroscientists or like professional psychologists that talk a lot about kind of the emotional aspect implications. I think those help tremendously. Like, I'm trying to think of the name of one of them. Is it Meet Them Where They're At? Something like that. It's something in that realm. I'm probably getting it somewhat wrong. But it's exactly that. Like, I remember, and this isn't a book, but I'm absolutely certain they've covered this in books. But I remember with my oldest, because he's like the first exposure we had to this, right? Because, well, he's our oldest kid. And part of his autism is he sees things in black and white. Like, he doesn't, he's started to adapt to this more as he's older. But especially when he was a kid, the example I always use is, and I mean this literally, we told him, hey, it's raining cats and dogs. It's a common saying, right? And he legitimately thought that meant it was raining cats and dogs from the sky, which horrified him because he's picturing animals falling from the sky and hitting the pavement. And, you know, that was like, it was a big wake up call to be like, oh, you know, it's different. It's not the same mental processing that I have. And it's 1,000 things like that these books can help understand. Or, you know, for example, he was still reading at a 4th grade level in, was it sophomore year of high school? And I remember, you know, having conversations with like some of the people that were doing his testing or whatever. And one of the things they helped us cope with was like, you can't say, oh, he should be here. Oh, he should know this. Oh, he should be like that. Because like if you think about schools, state assessments are always like, oh, we're going to compare you against your peers. Well, his peers are not sophomores. His peers are people in the 4th grade from a reading perspective at that time, at least. Right. And so a lot of those sorts of things, like I said, these books are really good. Which way am I going? About helping you kind of shift your mindset. So, like I said, there's no shortage of books. No shortage of books that can help with this in terms of like understanding it from a study perspective. And sorry, I probably missed a bunch of chat while I was talking, looking at the screen. You had that with your daughter when she was younger as well. There's still some things she takes literally. Yeah, honestly, that's a tricky one to work around. I have to be very, very careful in what ways I'm sarcastic with him. Do you think getting a diagnosis is important? She's pretty nervous about being labeled. There is so much in that conversation alone. So I will tell you the stance my wife and I take. And it doesn't have to be your stance. There's no perfect answer in this one, is we only go for diagnoses when there is something that is forcing us to need it, which is typically related to school or treatment. So, especially, not to be political, but the whole RFK bullshit with him wanting to put people on a list makes us very, very nervous. And so, like, my youngest, we have not done the official ADHD or autism diagnoses. We've done other things, like he has different like visual issues, not like unique glasses, but other things. And so like that we had to do, but that was so he could actually get treatment. So like we do it for those reasons. And then like part of my diagnoses was for other things that I had to, what? Oh, it's right there. That I needed. And so where the fuck is that terminal? That's the robot one. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where the heck the one for the top thing is. So I think if you're gonna do it, I would do it from the perspective of, do you have a need for the assessments? Or does the individual have a thirst for that knowledge, right? So some people do it from the curiosity standpoint of, you know, I want to better understand myself or my situation, and diagnoses can be helpful. But the other thing with diagnoses too that you have to be careful with is like my youngest is 2E, which is called twice exceptional. And that means that he has more than one diagnosis coupled with being like exceptional in like his studies and stuff like that. So he's incredibly smart, but he's also, you know, has these other neurodiversity, not labels, like diagnoses. And so he is labeled as 2E. And so for his testing, you can't just go to any regular doctor. You have to have someone who specializes in understanding how to assess 2E, which is a whole different thing. So, and this is where I think the education part of it as a parent comes in from my side and my wife's side. And again, I give my wife way more credit because she does way more of the research than I do. But you can throw the wrong label on somebody because a lot of these things overlap. Like there's a lot of overlap between anxiety, autism, PTSD, and ADHD. Like there's a lot of similarity traits. And sometimes people will be misdiagnosed with PTSD or misdiagnosed with autism or misdiagnosed with ADHD because the whole picture is not being looked at. So there's a lot that goes into that. And it's hard to know that without having gone through it. And I get that. But I don't think it's necessary to get a diagnosis unless, again, there's an external need, like again, schooling. Like my oldest son had an IEP. We had to have a diagnosis from to have an IEP. There's no way around that in our school system. So like there was a definitive need. And yeah, to Melissa's point, you don't have to share diagnoses. I'm fairly open with mine, but that also took me a very long time to get to a point that I became more okay with it. Now, I don't necessarily share all the things behind my diagnoses, but you know, it's up to you whether or not that is something to be comfortable with, and it's up to the, you know, the person, you know, your child or whomever, your partner, etc. Yeah, it's a very personal decision, absolutely a personal decision. And I think it should be treated that way too. Like, I think it's, you know, it's no different than when I came out, which actually was only a couple years ago. It's a very personal thing, and you have to let the person who owns that, which is the person it belongs to, decide what is appropriate. It's not another person's to decide or another person's to share unless they have given you that explicit permission to say, you know what? I'm okay with this being public knowledge now, and I'm going to wear that badge, and whatever comes may come. I could have sworn I saw a puzzle room. Did I miss it? Where in the heck is my character? Oh, I did miss it. It's over here. Up, right, right. Up, right, right. Oh, wait. Let me open this door. Yeah, no problem, Mega. Like I said, I want people to be first of all, this is an inclusive community. And then second of all, I want people to, I want to be an agent of change, I guess you could say, when it comes to helping people feel empowered to share their journeys or empowered to not feel like they are in a taboo because they are a certain way, whatever that way may be. All right, so I actually have to come back. This way. Here, across, down. And the other thing too with, I guess, with labels and sharing labels is, unfortunately, and I've experienced this, some people can't handle it. And you will occasionally lose people in your life for it. Now, I am of the mindset of, fuck them. I don't need them in my life if they're going to be like that ways anyways. But, like, it's not always easy. It can be painful, you know, to walk away from somebody. Where is this damn door? It has to be up here. Oh, it's, I bet it's like under, like around and under. That is really confusing. Let's try that again. We'll just say that I've had some very lovely conversations with my family. Okay, we found a door. Oh my god. Okay, I was like, do I have to drag another robot over here, or can I just use this button? Extremely timid. Okay, be proud of fighting me. No, I already said it. Retreat and be proud. Yeah, that threw me. That whole, like, go under the stairs just totally threw me. What is this? Just a treasure room? Oh, bad guy room. Take him on. I thought they said they made these more challenging, the palaces, but honestly, it's still an auto battle fest. I mean, I guess I'm rocking some... I've got an A2 Twins and an A1 Haru, so I guess I am overpowering it myself. If it was hard for this team, then it's probably not fair for normal teams. What's up, Star Raptor King? You learned that lesson when you lost your best friend, you told her you were depressed and had some thoughts. Yeah, it's... First of all, sorry that happened to you. I mean, you can say, and I know I said, even myself, I was like, I said fuck him, right? But, like, it doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. It's very, you feel very betrayed. At least, I can't say you did. I felt very betrayed by people I thought I could trust. It does give good perspective, though. You are correct. I think it's part of why, at this stage of my life, I'm a little bit more like... F it. Like, I don't need to please you. I don't need to be what you think I need to be. Like, I am who I am. And I'm more okay with that. Because if I kept getting more and more bothered by all of those other situations, I'll just call it that, I would just be spinning in doubt. I'd be spinning in depression and everything else constantly. And I don't think that would have been the right path at the end of it all. Oh, there's a red thing there. Well, is that gonna... Why even put that there? Really? Okay, whatever. That seems like a terrible use of resource time to program that in. I probably can't get that until I get the robot. Alright, let's send the robot through. Can I just do it like that? No, that would have been too easy. Well, he's not going to be able to get through that red light, right? Or can the robot go through the red light? Let's find out. Oh, okay. Yeah, the robot can anyways. Sweet. I'm going to use that. There's another one over there. Learned as a teacher. Some people have said some crazy things when they learned who your daughter was. A lot of common misconception. Oh, yeah. I mean, the studies in things such as autism have really only matured since the 60s. So it's not that, I guess, old of an area of study. I mean, shit, they used to lobotomize people. Okay. Kashi's not watching. Outside room is safe. Psych experiment. Oh, suspend. Sweet. Those are so easy. Learning how to get out of the patterns that no longer serve you takes work, but it's worth it. Yeah. And it's not, again, it's not easy. Like, there's a lot of pain that comes with that. But I think the end of it is worth it, right? It sucks when you go through it. And it's like, you know, obviously I'm open about the fact that I'm bisexual, but like I said, a couple years ago, I wasn't even out of the closet. And I would say that, not just in that, but even like the mental health stuff, it's not like you get to a certain Thursday and you're like, oh, everything's great now. I turned the corner. Everyone around me is come aboard. Like you find other things that unfortunately can expose you to new harm. Or you find people that, again, you thought understood or thought were okay, and they just really aren't. So I think there's always some level of struggle, but the difference to me is it's a struggle I'm choosing, and I would much prefer to be authentic to myself and take the struggles that come with it than to continuously be someone I'm not, right? So it's like picking your poison, I guess. I need to go straight down. Yeah. Coming out was very hard for me. I have a very long history of childhood of stories to go with that. Ooh, buddy, that's a whole different kind of stream. Oh, I actually remember this room. I don't remember how to do it, but I remember it. You can just fall over. Okay. Let's get a bird's eye view over here. Okay, we can turn that off. What else is over here? A door out, which I don't want to take yet, because I want all this treasure. Oh, you can actually reach that. That was kind of funny. I didn't think that would happen. Treasure down there. We hit that button. Let's jump down here. I am so lost. See, like, this puzzle's kind of fun. Like, this one I can get on board with. Really sorry to throw off the incredible, insightful, and meaningful comment. It's fine, man. Your island is going to be Taylor Swift Eras Tour themed. Hell yeah. Should you name it Tavilla or Erev? Ooh. See, I call her T-Swizzle. So, you know, I go with that. But how about of yours? I like Tavilla. That one seems to flow better. And yes, we can talk video games, friends. It doesn't have to all be serious talk. It's all good. I need to lift that up. I'm once again confused about where my character is. Needs to go up that. Okay, there's the jumping spot. You like Araville? Okay, that's now off. Okay, there's the whatchamacallit thing. You thought Araville flowed nicely? I mean, both of them are good. Oh, can I jump back up, please? Thank you. And then... Is that? That's how I came in. Okay. We got a trash can down there. Let's go get that trash can. Might as well get the Kampaku gems because God knows those things run out. Still haven't done this palace. I'm just doing it because, I mean, we have like a month to get this done. And so I'm just doing it a bit each week on stream. Okay, that will change those. Okay, that's cool. So I should be able to get to... Okay, there's the other treasure chest. So where is the place to get down? It was on the other side. I went the wrong way. Of course. Yes, and hello. Apologies for not saying hi. Alright, we got all the treasure chests. So now we can leave this room. We gotta go up and to the right. Which I think we already figured that out at one point. Let's see if it'll make it easier if I have to re-lower these platforms. It was like over here, wasn't it? Yeah. Sweet, that wasn't too bad. See, that's a puzzle I like. That one makes me think for the right reasons. Yeah, I really don't want to burn out just crushing through every room in one night. Plus, honestly, I don't have any other content left. I mean, I guess I could redo SOS because I need to, but like... What else would I be doing with this time? I could do some more confidant ranks, but I feel like that'd be pretty boring. Alright, now we need to find out how to get into here. Is it this path here, maybe? Because this door was locked. Wasn't this a one-way door? I don't see a path through here. This is one way. Because we just had that last part of the room. More regal? Yeah. This didn't open, right? Yeah, see, I can't open this door. Unless... I don't think the robot can. Can you open this door? I mean, that'd be cool if you could. Can you... Nope. Literally gave me an error message. Alright, so let's go back to the vent thing, which was this way. Oh, wait, was there... Oh, was it one of those stupid you could switch the robots? I never pay attention to that. Let me check, let me check. Good call. Where was the terminal? Over here? Yeah. Oh, okay, so I can't switch it. So where... What did I do with this robot before? Oh, I'd used him over here somewhere. I forget what I did with this one. What do I do with Mr. Robot, if anything? Maybe he can open the door or something. I mean, it's got to be that, or maybe I can just jump off the top. I don't know. Wait, that's not the one I wanted. I wanted the other one. Oh, oh, crap! Clicked the wrong thing. I switched. I accidentally like clicked off the screen and went to YouTube. You'll be stuck on this for 3 weeks. We'll get you through it, Melissa. Don't you worry. We got you. Just go back to the VOD, right? You can just be like, just write down the day that I did this. Can I go through that vent? Oh, maybe I just go through that vent. Yeah. Fuck you, eyeball. You're worthless. There we go. Easy enough. I mean, aside from a couple of these puzzles, I'm actually enjoying the palace. I am super hyped to see Palace 4 in 6 months, though. Which is insane to me. Like, damn, 6 months. Wow, dude. That's wild. Thank you. First of all, thank you for the 6 months. Super hype on that. But, yeah, that's wild. 6 months. I didn't... Like, it boggles my mind that this audience and this community has been growing for that amount of time. And super thank you for supporting me for that long. Alright, let's do the last of these puzzles in this room. Where is the controller for Robot Dude? Robot Dude, where's your controller? Do I just walk up with you? Nope. Okay, well let me... Get off me, robot. Let me open this door. Can I open the door? Oh my god. You get off me, dude. I can't. Can I really not open that door? Okay, that's weird. Okay, where is the terminal for the robot? Am I going crazy? Do I need to open this door first? I don't know what the hell's going on. Okay, so we got back to this room. Can we use this terminal now? Can I... Nope. Okay, so it's not that. I must have just... Oh, is it going to be up in the vent? Can you guys tell when I hate certain puzzles in the game? Like, why can't I open this door? Maybe the dude has to open the door. Okay, there's got to be a robot terminal somewhere. Is it? Oh, it's way the hell over there. This is ridiculous. Useless. Useless, I say. Yeah, once it reaches a year, it's going to be crazy. Absolutely. Alright, let's fix all these people's brains. Or manipulate them. Whatever. Freedom is important. Cool. Change the way the controls work. Sure. Work is horrible. They definitely do make these puzzles easy, though. Homeboy, what you got going on in your brain? Okay, hard operation. Simple. Control systems manageable. Yeah, sweet. It didn't let me control the other robot in any way, shape, or form for this room. It made me go find the stupid controller up top. Otherwise, that would have been fantastic. He is a selfish motherfucker. Stranger is trustworthy. Sweet. And now I get to climb all the way back down. It was this one over here. Yeah, I know. It's kind of funny. We're like totally rewiring them. I guess we're trying to justify that, you know, Akashi did it first. And so that makes it okay for us to do. Which I don't think is true logic, but you know, whatever. It's getting me treasure. It's okay as long as you line your pockets with materials. Alright, what do we got here? Blank, blank. Are these ones blank? Nope. Turn that one off. And then we have two. Oh, damn it. Yeah, I mean, these are all cognitive beings. They're not even real. Not even real. And then in and in. No, damn it. Again, controls are the most frustrating part of this thing. And then other side, this one, and that one, and then is that the first and the first? Okay, so turn that off. And then it's gonna switch. All right, boom, 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 boom. Reminds me of that song where it's like boom, boom, boom. Let's go back to my room. Who sings that? Not me. I mean, I need to be careful. I'm so good at it that, you know, I might get a copyright strike, but it's good for the entertainment. But then you could also say that perception is reality, at which point are they real because they're part of his perception? I don't know. How deep does this rabbit hole go? Neo. Oh my god, no, I was trying to dash, you son of... Get. You know what would make this puzzle actually bearable? Ha. Bearable. Is if they let you do like a top down and like click it. Oh, she is? I didn't know that about her. But yeah, if she had to do this as an individual with color blindness, like that's some shit. 100%. Sweet. Where do we get to? 69. All right, we got the goal for tonight. So let's get out of the palace for now. I already bought a couple of the duplicates. Oh, I forgot this was part of the story. Alright, we wait for another plan. Thanks, Rico. Another 6 months of waiting for you to come up with something in your bedroom. Meanwhile, the future is in jeopardy. People are suffering. Hey, Starboy. It is going well, my friend. We just hit the goal of getting at least 50% of the palace done. We just hit 60% or 69 because I wanted to open the new dagger so that I can use it for Astrolab, because one of the sections is a wonder DPS. She should. Alright, so we want to do this. Where is it? This one here, and I need to enhance it. I didn't get any of the ones that you use joy coins for. I got the ones that you use like guild coins or whatever else. I know, it was just off of 6-7. I should have stopped one room earlier. Melissa would have loved that. No, I don't think spending for the stamps is worth it. I would treat that as an extra byproduct of spending that you are already choosing to spend with, but I would not recommend chasing it. Oh, what did I not claim all? Oops. Yeah, it definitely helps him. It's good. Did I just finish all this stuff? I mean, I unintentionally did all this. I guess it was just there to begin with. So the only one that's going to be left is the Trials of the Astrolabe. And that's... Wait, use 100 Stardust Shards. Oh, that's... Let's just go do that right now. Who do I want to put that on? You know I do. You know I mess with that. Let's see. Thank you, Shark. I mean, I spend quite a bit, and I haven't even hit the final tier of it. You know who gets some of these? All my main ones have them already. Who would be helpful that I didn't already put him? I'm going to put him on Ryuji because he's my boy. And I have to spend 100. So there we go. 777. All right, so we have finished this little mission thing of hers. Bam. Again, unintentionally, but it's good to know that you can get through it without 100%ing the thing. And now I can go upgrade my Black Frost. Much to her disappointment, yes. Where is Black Frost? There he is. Hee-ho! I like that they give you enough to like fully overclock on these various events that they do. That's like a cool little thing. Fine, Melissa, fine. And there we go. We have a maxed out Black Frost. I don't mind that at all. What am I doing here? Oh, these all finished out. Sweet. Don't care about the cards. Let's get stuff that's worthwhile. I need to figure out who my next 80 is going to be for my remaining roster. I did 2. What is this? Oh, I've got more of these things. Okay, whatever. Cool. Don't need that. I did Lufel, and I think... Who was the other one I did? Riddle. I did Lufel and Riddle the other day. This is what I have left for 70s. Howler is going to replace Key. I never use Okion. She's been replaced. She's been replaced. She's been replaced. He's been replaced. Like, none of these characters are worthwhile to me. But I want to complete them all. Although I should probably wait till after the Howler patch. Make sure I get Howler done first. Black Frost hoodie, hell yeah. You can yell at me. That's fine. Took one time live getting anniversary bundle so you could get Minami and her weapon. I regret ignoring the Revelation card XP tasks. Oh yeah, full screen yourself, Melissa. It looks like there's a cutscene. I'm gonna blame you, Igor. I know you didn't do it. What do I think? I think it's that. What aren't you telling me, dude? What aren't you telling me? I mean, but yeah, that happens. Okay, cutscene is coming to a close, Melissa. Yeah, I spent a little bit extra because of the anniversary than I normally do, but it was okay. Like, it was well within reason. I think I bought two. I bought 2 of the anniversary packs. I bought the Milla coins and the cards. He is a yapper. You're not wrong. Just saying shit. Oh, nice. It's the coming soon for the next part. It's a fun boss fight, though. I'll say that. Although, if you do it correctly with Violet, it completely trivializes the entire fight. You just have to know how to time it correctly. Although now with the twins, I think it's going to be like super easier. Well, I think that's all we can do for the palace. Well, I mean, we can go back and obviously 100% it, but aside from that, obviously. I don't think we have any other side missions I haven't done, right? No, I've got all of them done. Sweet. I know, he's the king of saying nothing, but yet talking so much. Have you seen the theory about the P5X worlds? I have not. I try to stick away from those sorts of things. My brain always likes to come up with its own theories. And it's like, I hate it sometimes because it is very, very hard for me to get like surprised by like a movie, for example. And so I try to also then not make it worse by seeing what everyone else is saying. But my friends, it is not that far from midnight. And considering we hit a really good stopping point, I think I'm going to call it a stream here. But it does look like, let me just double check something really quick. Platypus is saying he can do the podcast tomorrow. And what he means by that is I asked him if he wanted to do it live. So unless something changes, the tentative plan is that at 3 p.m. Mountain Time, we will be doing the podcast live tomorrow. So keep that in the back of your mind. And I'll just post in Discord if something happens to change there. But that is what we're trying to do. And by the way, if you don't have the Discord link, I now have this fun little QR code. I'll leave this up here for a few seconds. So if you'd like to join the Bear Pack Discord, we chat not just about Persona 5X. We have CZN in there, DNA, Arknights is on fire at the moment, obviously with that coming out. And we talk about everything else. So yeah, I actually prefer doing it live, Melissa, because we treat it like it's alive when we film it anyways. The only difference is we, have the added chat, from YouTube. But yeah, hopefully everything goes through. But that is that, my friends. I gotta remember how to press buttons and turn them back off. So until tomorrow, I do have a new Arknights video that went up a couple hours ago, and I'll see you then. Take care of yourselves. Good night, everybody.